is everyone doing? Well, I'm trying to get my camera set up right. Oh gosh, hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully I don't knock down my camera. So hang on a Hi. Still trying to get situated. My stand for my phone is kind of wonky. Hi. Happy Friday. Hopefully it's not noisy here. Hi everyone. I'm still trying to get set up. I don't know. I always leave everything last minute and then hopefully it's not noisy because my neighbor last minute decides to do, I don't know what he's doing, but it's noisy here. Let's see. All right. Happy Friday. I'm waiting for a few more people to hop on so that way I can do the giveaway because I don't know who it's going to be. I have all the giveaway people that put their information. So I'm just going to reach in here and just pull out the name because I couldn't figure out who to give it to. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can. Hey, Deborah. Hi. Is the audio okay? Hopefully it's not super noisy in the back because it's been quiet all day. And right before I came on, my neighbor is doing, I don't know what he's doing. But I keep hearing the back, the sound. And I had so much trouble setting up this live for some reason. The link, I think I set it up and then I think I deleted it by mistake. But anyways, happy Friday to everyone. Okay, thank you. Audio is fine. Awesome. I'm going to try and just keep this live like as brief as I can. Every time I say that, oh, you're watching from work. Oh, wow. Are you able to work and watch this live, Deborah? Oh, wow. He said whoever wins is fine. Yeah, because I was looking at the names and I was like, how do I pick? So I just put everyone's names or like whoever followed the rules and I just put it in this thing and I'm just going to pull out 3 names. So whoever. So hopefully people are able to sign on because I know I deleted, oh, I hope I didn't mess up. I deleted the original, with AirPods. I deleted the original link by mistake because I set it up on my desktop. And I had to put another link again. So hopefully, because hopefully they find it. But hopefully everyone is doing fine. Happy Friday to everyone. I'm going to do the giveaway today. And I'll also post it in community, just with the names. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's not that many people. I think there were like 17 comments, something like that. So I'm just going to pull out the names randomly and then we can move on. But how is everyone doing? Formulating, has anyone made anything? I'm going to answer a few questions. I saved like 3 questions, I think 2 or 3 questions that I got. And it was just going to be too hard to respond on YouTube because it's going to be so much back and forth trying to respond. But either way, I'm just going to pull this because it's been a long day. I'm tired too. So I'm going to just pull whatever names. I think I see 3 people. Hi, I can see my glasses. You can tell my age. Diallo. Hi, Diallo from France. How are you? Oh, wow. From France? What's the time difference? Oh, wow. I don't know what the time difference is in France. Hi, Ash. It's so funny when I look at like my algorithm and I see like the different locations, countries, and I'm like, Wow, sometimes I get nervous because I always think it's just United States. Oh, wow, 7 hours. Oh, okay. You always forget that it's not just United States that people are watching your videos. I guess that's the beauty of YouTube. But anyways, I'm going to pull out, hi Ash, hi Diallo, hi everyone. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the names just so you know it's not like, I'm just going to grab a name from here. Oh Lord, I always hate doing this thing. All right. I don't know this name. I don't think it's going to show up here, but it says Neka Nick P. I'm going to type it. That's the first name. Neka. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Nick. I'm going to write it in all, not all caps. Nika Nick P. That's the first name. And that's going to be for the $30 gift card. I'm just going in alphabetical order. I'm going to put it here so I'm just writing here. That's for the gift card. I don't know what was the second thing. I think the second thing was the body care bundle. I don't know. Okay, so just going to pick. Let's see. Dainty San. I think I know Dainty. Dainty San. That's who won the second thing. I'm just typing the name. And I think that's going to be for the body care. I'm not sure. Body care bundle. Y'all, I'm a small channel, so I can only do so much. So I'm just writing it so I don't forget. Okay, we're going to do one more. And oops. Maybe Deborah, you might win. I don't know. Oh gosh. Let's see. One last one here. I don't even know this name. Oh gosh, I have to type it. I don't even know what I wrote. Jesus. A can of sick. And that's the soap bundle. I think that's how the order was. All right, so those are the 3 people that won. I wish I could give give everyone something, but y'all, that's gonna be hard. I wish I could. Deborah said, haha. But anyway, so those are the 3 winners. I hope I don't lose this paper. So that's everyone that won. I have my little notebook that I'm going to be looking at. All right, so is anyone struggling with anything? I'm just going to try to keep this live as like chop, like quick. So I got a comment about 2 days ago on my most recent video. I don't know if you watched that video. This is the exfoliating face wash video with with the fruit acid complex. So I think sometimes I'm kind of guilty of just diving into a video and just doing the video, the steps, everything. It's kind of like routine. Hey, do this, mix this, blah, blah, blah. Because it kind of becomes routine. So I don't do this with every video where I'm like really breaking down the ingredients. I think, which I don't know, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, if it's a new ingredient, I'll take the time and I break down the ingredient. But anyways, this person left a comment saying that they watched the video and it's almost like when you're in class and the teacher teaches you something, and when your teacher is done teaching you, you're more confused. So I was like, okay, I don't want to make anyone more confused, but this is my thing. When I started formulating skincare, when I started making skincare, there are many things I didn't know. There are many ingredients I'd never heard of. I was like, what is this? So any ingredient I did not know, I wrote it down and I did my research on it, because I think it's kind of difficult to really explain every single ingredient. I mean, I try my best to do. But anyway, so I don't know what format, but I think one of the things I'm looking at my notes was for newbies or people that are newer to formulating, where do you start? Hi, Christy's Home Lab. Where do you start? Christy, we just did the winners. So the only thing I can tell you is if you're new to formulating skincare, I will say don't get overwhelmed. There are many times I look at ingredients and I'm like, what in the world? There are so many cosmetic ingredients. I don't even bother myself. You just research, do what you can, but I don't think there's any point getting overwhelmed. So I would say formulating, I'm just going to type it here, formulating for newbies, or you're new to formulating. Check other channels, or I don't know, channels, resources. I have it here. I always say Humble Bee and me, because she's really good. She has so much information, and I'm on her Patreon. There's Tara Lee. I always put that. But even a lot of no, I didn't even see your name on there, Christy. I didn't even see your name on there, under the comments. Okay, yes, there are creations. So these are just some of the I just typed it there. Some of the resources. If you're formulating for newbies, check. I always say check all these resources, and I always say this is my favorite blog, Swiftcraft Monkey blog. All right, I don't know where everyone is, but hopefully I'm not going to get a bunch of questions, because I'm getting kind of tired when I make all these resources available, I mention them, and it's like nobody looks at them, and then I get slammed with emails and DMs. So now I'm just like, whatever, do whatever you want to do, I guess, at this point. But anyways, that was in response to a comment. I don't know who just came on, but in response to a comment I got on my most recent video about how the video left them more confused. So I'm just saying, check out these resources. I always say, look at the free resources. Humblebee and me, she has an encyclopedia, I can't even talk, a blog, a free blog, a lot of resources. I was randomly researching a company for fragrances, natural fragrances, and her blog popped up on natural fragrances. So she's very good. So check those out. But my videos, I hope in the new year, I'm thinking I might do something like a Formulating for Beginners series. Just something to put together that helped me when I guess that, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on YouTube or if it's going to be on my Patreon. I don't know, because I think a lot of times you put so much work and effort putting all this content on YouTube, you may not get the views. So I don't know, but either way, these are some basic things. If you're new to formulating, you're not sure, things to research. If you're new to formulating, you need to know what a cosmetic formula is. You need to know what ingredients. You don't have to know every ingredient. Trust me, there are 1,000,001 ingredients that are out there. I don't even care to know about them, because I know what works for me, what works for my skin. I know the kind of things I want to formulate. So I'm not trying to learn every single ingredient. So, but if you're trying to formulate, you need to know ingredients, usage rates, how much to use. So that's something you need to understand. So this is just beginning to formulate. These are the things you need to sit down, get a book. I have several books, notebooks, like from when I'm watching and researching. Christy, it's funny because I get so many weird comments. I'm responding because somebody left a weird comment on my video. Like, I don't owe you, like, it was like, somebody has taken the time to put together a video. The least you can do is do your own research. You want every single thing handed down to you. Like, you're going to be such a lazy formulator at the end of the day, because that's not how it works. You have to put in some work. And I'm just responding just to respond, or put it out there. But these are some things you need to know. And if you plan on formulating anything that can get water-based, you need to know about preservatives. You need to know about pH. This is formulating 101. Like, if you're just starting to formulate and you're watching videos and like, where do I start? Trust me, I was overwhelmed when I started. And you just take one thing at a time. I think the problem is some people are trying to formulate 1,000,001 things and you don't know the basics. Thank you, Diallo. Diallo said, "Oh, see, my English is not that good." Well, it looks like it's good, but I want to say a big thank you to you, because you really inspire me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes you wonder if what you're doing even matters, if that makes sense. It's like, okay, because sometimes all you're focusing on is just the negative comments. And And I really don't dwell. I try not to dwell. I think the last time I was really upset, and I don't like to be that way where I lose, not control, but just I was really upset. And I was just like, you know, you guys, I think the last live, I was just like, ah, thanks, Christy. Yeah, I think it's very difficult to, because when you make a video, when you're making a product, you're not making that product in 10 minutes. On average, you're looking at, depending on what it is, you know, average of 1 to 2 hours, depending on what it is. And some products, you might have to leave it overnight. Like when I make creams and lotions, that's a whole day and a half, literally, of making the cream. But then when I make a video, the video is 10 minutes. So I can only explain so much. Otherwise, it's going to be a 20-minute video. Trust me, I'm on YouTube. I don't even want to watch a 20-minute video unless it's like a vlog where I'm watching someone's life, like their family, kids. Then that's what I want to watch. But if I'm trying to learn how to make something, unless it's maybe soap I can watch for maybe 10, 15 minutes. So I think it's unfair to expect a video where you're trying to, explain about a product or show how you make something. Anyway, so that's just the thing. If you're new to formulating, and I don't know who sent the question, I can't remember your name. It really wasn't even a question. It was more like a mini rant about how she was confused after watching the video. Now, when I see comments like that, I just shake my head and I move on, because you can easily just say, hey, thanks for the video, but I'm really confused about the ingredients. It's all about wording and how you approach. But like I said in my last live, we're always so aggressive to each other. We think it's okay to you would never go on another but it is what it is. And like I said, so those are the formulating basics. I'm checking off my list as I go along. You're welcome to join helpful groups, buy books, and study like I do. None of my books are free. I had to pay for them. Yes, Christy. Hi, Naturally Mellow. Yes, and it also depends on the product. Yeah, if you're lucky, 1 to 2 hours or so to make a product. Yeah, and if you're making something like a body butter, it's more than 1 to 2 hours. From when the body butter melts, you freeze it, whip it, then pipe, if you pipe. But yeah, on average, I'm looking, I have my laptop. Yeah. I realized, I think I started realizing this year, because I was always so giving of myself. People would email me their formulas, people would message me, and I would take my time and respond. And I think I realized maybe 4 months ago, I needed to kind of step back, because it wasn't just the fact that I was burning myself out trying to help so many people, but it was just the lack of appreciation. That's what really irritated me. Ash, I'm going to leave it linked in the description box, because I'll leave it linked. I have 2 Preservative Ebooks, and I have a formulating book from Institute of Personal Care. I have to link it because I can't, the title, I always get it mixed up, but it's something about organic skincare formulation or formulating from Institute of Personal Care. And I have a bunch of other books, but these are the ones I actively use. But I'll leave it linked. I'll put a note to leave it in the live. Just, give me links to the ebooks. But I find that one very helpful, because you can just study at your leisure. It's a really big book, but everything is online. You can just, when you pay for the book, you just download the link. But yeah, of course, I'll put that there. And even soap books. I haven't read all my soap books. I have 3. One was recommended to me by this big soap maker, because I asked her, she had a day where you could ask questions. And I said, how do you get your colors? I think I asked her a question. She said, hey, check out this book that I read this book every day, 30 minutes a day. That's why because she said she made soaps for the first 3 years, and she could never get her soaps to smell nice, really nice. But people were still buying them. And so she went for a conference, and the conference, she learned, and then she started joining groups and things like that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my notes. So anyways, And like I said, you don't have to join. Like for me, I joined a bunch of, I think I'm in like 4 or 5 Facebook groups, but I really don't. A few times I log in. And actually, they were more of soap making groups, and they were getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, they really were. so most times I log in to post on my business page and I log off because there's just so many arguments, and some of the more experienced soap makers were making the less experienced soap makers feel like when you ask certain questions, you don't have to make somebody feel bad. Because I mean, if I've been making soap for only, I think this by 2.5, I think a little over 2 years, 2.5 years I've been making soap, a little over 2 years I want to say. And I don't want anyone making me feel bad because, you're supposed to mentor people, not make them feel bad. Anyways, I don't want to make this life long because I'm tired, man. It's been a busy week. Okay. I'll leave the links. You guys can check it out for those that care. Oh, thanks, Deborah. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard out there sometimes, yeah. Because I feel like I'm still a new formulator. I mean, it's been, I still, there are many things. I think the goal is the key is to I'm setting, like, you set goals for yourself, and you set goals and you set a timeline and say, hey, by this time I want to do this, and you want to be a little bit better than you were, however long, you don't stay at the same place. So like right now I'm behind on all my studying, like because of the holidays, from being sick. And I realized I was like, man, I'm behind, because I said, okay, every other day I would study a section of something I didn't know, or something I know I would study. But anyway, so a quick story time. And I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a story time, but this is something that I got a question. And I asked 2 people, family, and they told me not to respond to that person. I got a question in my DM, and those are 2 people that I hold their opinion extremely high. I'm not going to say who they are, but they gave me advice. I said, don't respond, and I didn't. But I'm going to ask that question. Oh, Chrissy, you did a hyaluronic acid face toner. I love that toner. I use that. That's what I'm using like every day. I don't even use it really as a toner, honestly. I was using it as a toner, like, after washing my face. And I was like, nah, this stuff feels too good on my skin. So I just use it as a serum, actually. You can use it as a toner serum. So I use it as a serum, and, the hyaluronic acid is just amazing on your skin. Yeah. So anyway, this is a quick story time. So for anyone that I used to do online classes. I used to teach those classes. I taught those classes on Zoom for about a year and a half. Actually, a little over, a year and a half. About a year and a half. And I stopped teaching those classes in September. Actually, I had, this is a 2-story. Okay, so I stopped teaching those classes in September. Actually, it was one person I had a really bad experience with someone that I taught. I used to teach the mid-level class. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I used to teach a mid-level class. So I had such a bad experience, and I remember that day finishing that class, and I cried. I said, God, I do not want to teach these classes live anymore. It was such a bad experience. I was like, I don't teach classes live anymore. But anyways, Christy, you're laughing. So I moved the courses down online. I have 2 classes. One is really like a dedicated beginner class, and then the other one is a preservative class. But anyways, somebody reached out to me. This is the story. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram, and they asked, I have bad allergies, sorry. They asked, when are you going to offer 50% off your courses? Like, not 15, 50% off. Okay. So someone asked when I'm going to offer 50% off. This was right after Black Friday. So for Black Friday, I think I had a 25% off sale, and then I had a 15% off sale. I'm not sure what's going on with my laptop. 15% off sale during Black Friday. So I don't know. I think Christy, you have a business. I don't know whoever has. I think Ash Soap, you sound like you have a business. I don't know, but if you have a business, you kind of know ingredients you buy. You know what you need to sell to make a profit. So you price your products accordingly. So I'm curious. Would you ever reach out to a company and just ask them, when are you going to offer a specific discount? Like, would you reach out to a company and say, hey, when are you going to offer 50% discount? 50. Like, if I reach out to a company to offer a discount, like I buy like my supplies, ingredients, I just purchased things. Whenever I'm buying from suppliers, I'm hunting their entire website, like hunting for a discount. Of course, if you've purchased from them several times, they just don't randomly offer you a discount. They have like periods when they offer you discounts. Maybe like even Brambleberry may send you a coupon code, but it's not very often. Black Friday, everybody was offering maybe, the most I saw I think was 25% or 30%. I didn't see any company offering 50%. If you saw somebody offering 50%, can you let me know? Because that is, and I'm going to fix my laptop here. So I got the question, and I was just so shaking. The reason why I was actually annoyed was, and I don't know if you're on my live, you are welcome to message me privately, or if you want to put it on here, you can. But I just wouldn't message especially a small business. They're like, hey, when are you going to have 50% off? Not like, hi, are you planning on offering any discounts during this promotion, whatever? And then they said, oh, I went to your website and saw that you were only offering 10%. So my courses are hosted on a different platform than my business. I have two sites. The site where I sell my handmade products, then where I sell my courses, I use a different site to host it. So the coupon is different there. It's 15%. But anyways, I'm just curious. Like, I just thought it, I won't lie to you guys. Like, I think I'm just mentally drained from just some of the requests I get from people that look just like me. And I'm just tired. I think it's just so unfair. Like, heaven forbid you make a profit for trying to sell your products. Hi, Ash. You said, how do you manage your social media accounts? I don't know if you can call it manage. I post, so what I do is I film a bunch of content. I just batch film. Like or sometimes I film a bunch of things when I'm working, when I'm making products. As there's this meme on TikTok. I don't know. There's a meme that's on social media that says everything is content. So I just film myself from when I'm working, and I just cut those videos down to all my platforms. It's exhausting because right now I'm posting on YouTube. I'm posting on Instagram. Instagram has just been giving me hell for the last couple of weeks. Then I started posting on TikTok more frequently, and now I'm trying to post on Facebook. So I mean, it's not easy, but the thing is you can use the same content for all those platforms. You just have to, So I don't know if that answers, but yeah, it's not the easiest. I manage it just by filming a bunch of content, and then when I need to post, like I did a bunch of, when I was packaging orders for Black Friday, when I was packaging my orders to ship out, I just, set up my camera, and I had like some with sound off, sound on. So that way you could do like the sound packaging. I don't know. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. But that's really what I am doing right now. I don't know if that helps, answers your question. But yeah, so anyway, so that was the question I got for for an online course. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone has taken courses on Udemy. So Udemy, if you are I'm going to type it here. Udemy is a place where you can find a lot of courses very cheap, dirt cheap. When I say dirt cheap, like super cheap. So like when I paid for a soap making class, I think I I paid for a package that had soap making course, a cold process soap, melt and pour, hot process, but I wasn't interested in those two. I just wanted cold process, but it was a package. And then I paid for, the package also included bath bombs. So I think everything I paid for was like $70. And another package I paid for, I think it was like $30 or something like that. So they have really cheap courses. But when I watched the soap making course, I was so confused. I was like, what is this? And the woman was so boring. Like, I was like nodding off during the class. But the person, so she asked me if I had my courses were on Udemy. So obviously, if my courses were on Udemy and you Googled my business name, OC Natural, you would see that I'm not on Udemy. For people that create content, or if you teach, that is not the best platform if you're trying to make money or profit, or to make money of some sort, because you don't really have control over. Udemy controls everything for you. They control, I guess, like the pricing you can set, things like that, versus hosting your course. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is just be considerate of people that look like you, that are trying to make a living, that are hustling out there. Do you know, to even put together that beginner course? I used to teach it live. It was almost a 3-hour course. Do you know how hard it is to compress a 3-hour course to a format that makes sense for someone that has never? So if you've never formulated skincare, to make it even understandable, where, okay, you know, section by section, then someone does all that work, and then you're like, oh, when are you going to offer 50% off? And then you had reached out to me. What even annoyed me was you had reached out to me back in October asking, hey, where can I find your courses? I want to take them. Oh, it's in my bio. Never heard back from you till a month and a half later. You know, just, you know, it's fine. You don't have to take the class. There are other people that sell courses. You can take there. Okay, so last thing, I'm going to talk about 2 more things about Not Office Friday. I want to go rest. Preservatives. A lot of people message me when I do videos. Hey, I'm making this hairspray or hair mist. What preservative should I use? If I don't know your formula, especially if you're not using the same formula like me, I can't recommend a preservative. If I don't know your ingredients, I can't recommend a preservative. Now, if I make a video, like I just did a video exfoliating face wash, and you tell me, hey, I really want to make this face wash, but I don't have this preservative, then I can recommend and say, if you're making this exact same formula, you can try these other preservatives. Well, I have 2 preservative videos on YouTube on natural preservatives, and I think one is the synthetic one. So those are there to watch. They're not, they're free. You don't have to, they're not charged for watching that. But anyways, if you ask me what preservative can I use for a different formula you're working with at home, I don't know. I can't help you because I don't know your ingredients. I can't tell you, email me your ingredients and I'll look at them. I don't do that anymore. I used to, but I don't. Deborah said, I'd like to learn from someone who can come down to my level, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want it too complicated. I'll take your course next year. Yeah, I mean, there are just some things that are going to be, there are some things that are, you know, the beginner course is not meant to be complicated, but it's supposed to, the thing is, formulating has its complexities. I mean, yeah, it's just, I think the key is just, you know, take it step by step. Yeah, take it step by step and, you know, but I think what is nervous when I see a lot of questions like that, these are some people are selling products and, you know, you're selling products, you're not sure if you should use a preservative, you're not sure which one to use, but yeah, you're selling your products. And it's a real shame that in the United States, the FDA, they don't really have a stronger regulation just with skincare. You can just put anything and just make your product. And I'm just like, you know, they're just some basic things when you're manufacturing skincare. At the very least, you know, good manufacturing practice, cover your hair, wear gloves, keep your place sanitary. Those go a very long way. Those practices, in addition to having a good preservative. You can have the best preservative, but if your good manufacturing practice is crap, like you're not wiping down, your tools are not clean, it doesn't matter if you use the best preservative, you know, you can contaminate your product. So I just can't recommend a preservative. I don't know your formula. Somebody asked me a question about citric acid. So citric acid, I think this was on a video I did. Citric acid, you use it to lower the pH. But like I said, if you don't know what pH is and you're new to formulating, I put the intro, things you need to know. And I put some of the channels that helped me. Tara Lee was the major one. I watched Tara Lee religiously. And thank you. Christy, they don't care about that. They just want you to tell them a preservative. I got a person recently, a week ago, right after Thanksgiving. Christy said, you need to know the total ingredients also, percentage, exactly, before giving a preservative advice. Christy said it. Christy's home lab. So someone reached out and said, hi, I'm trying to formulate this. Oh my gosh, something like I'm formulating my products. I've been testing products, something like that. And I'm trying to make sure I have the right preservative before I sell my products to the world. And what do I think about using Euxil K903 for this product line? I don't know what I don't know your ingredients. I don't know what you're planning. So it's for me to say, yes, you can use Euxil K903 would be very irresponsible of me to say, yes, you can. And even at that, when you use a preservative, you don't know if it's even stable. You still have to test, stability test. You still have to send your product to the lab. So, I think you just get tired of those questions. Yeah, I think I wish I could just disable DMs for my Instagram, but I think I don't know. I don't know who this is. Good looking hunky. Who the heck is this? Okay, I don't know who you are. Thanks, Peter. An old adult film star. Okay, I don't know why you're on here. Not sure why you're on here though. I'm not sure I understand. Retired from America. Anyway, so another question I got today was soaping effect. And I'm probably going to do a video. I'm going to do a lotion video next. Not next, but I'm working on the lotion video. Hopefully I should have that. I don't know if I'll have it for December. Hi, Dainty-san. You won something. I don't know if you saw. You missed the giveaway, but you won something, a body care bundle. I'll post the winners in community, and I'll post the winners I will pin the comment on this live, and I'll also post it. Dainty-san don't even care that she won something. Okay. I can't recommend a liquid soap book. I would say just maybe check Amazon. I don't have any. I have cold processed soap books that I have, but I don't have any. I don't have any for liquid soap. I would say just check Amazon and just go with the most recommended ones. A lot of times you see like the 4-5 star rating. That's what I go with. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any liquid soap book recommend. But I would say you can check Ellie's soap making. Ellie's soap making. She did something with liquid soap. I want to say a couple months ago. So check her channel. Maybe she made a recommendation. I'm not sure. But for those that won, like I said, 3 people won. Dainty-san, you were one of them. I'm going to post everything in this. I'm like moving all over the place. I'm cold. I'm going to post everything I'll pin it in the comment. In the description box, I'll post the links for the books. Somebody had asked me, I think it was Ash Soap. You'd asked me about the books that I have or I'm using for formulating. I will post everything there again. I think I have it in one of my other lives, but I'll post it there again. And I think I'm trying to look at my list. Okay, and then the last thing somebody asked me was soaping effect. So if you make, Deborah said you took a soap class but still scared to handle lye. You should have seen me the first time I handled lye. Even after 1 year, I think I paid for the online class. I watched YouTube videos for 1 year. I had like a notebook this high. Like I had all my notes. So I had my notebooks from different creators. I had my notebook section for Royalty Soap. I had my section for Brambleberry, Ellie's. I wrote all my notes. The first day I made soap, I was like this. I had on my mask, my goggles. I had a big sign on my door outside. I said, soap making in progress, do not enter. I didn't want my kids. So I was like, it's not that big a deal. Just respect lie. If you don't respect lie, you can injure yourself. And it's happened where I had a spill on my hand. That's why they tell you wear long sleeves. My sleeves were kind of like here. Wear long sleeves and just, you know, it didn't burn, but I like quickly washed it off. So yeah, I would say just jump in and make soap. As long as you have all the information, Deborah. Yeah, it's never going to be perfect time. Once you know what you're doing, once you make your first batch, you're going to be like, okay, this is not soap. But then you get addicted. You're going to be making soap. Yeah. 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 It's like, it's nice. You make soap. And the truth is when you use handmade soap versus store-bought soap, you will notice the difference immediately. You will notice the difference right away. Yeah. It's so interesting when you know, cold process soap, the whole history about how you make cold process soap. You know, when you make cold processed soap, it gives off glycerin. You know, but a lot of the commercial soaps don't have glycerin. There's this Dove soap that really isn't soap actually. It's like a blend of surfactants. So, you know, I'll say jump in and make. But for the soaping effect, somebody had asked me, if you make anything like a cream or lotion with emulsifying wax, depending on the one you use, depending on the emulsifying wax. So emulsifying wax, if you're making a cream or lotion, you need an emulsifying wax because a cream or lotion has water and oils. Yeah, my soap making videos are not tutorials because it's not ranked on my YouTube algorithm. It's not ranked at all for what people want to see. So I would hate to waste my time doing step 1, make the soap and then there's no views. And the algorithm is always changing, which is so annoying. Yeah. I enjoy making soap. I really enjoy making soap. Unless when, you know, something crazy happens. And it will happen. But if you're making a cream or lotion, before I digress, I think that's the last thing on my list and I will hop off. But I would say Deborah definitely makes soap. So soaping effect happens. So if you make a cream or a lotion with emulsifying wax, depending on, so emulsifying wax, you cannot make a lotion or cream without emulsifying wax. A lot of times someone will ask me, can I use beeswax? Can I use candelilla wax or some type of wax? No, you need emulsifying wax. Emulsifying wax will blend the water section, water phase or water ingredients to the oil ingredients. So that way there's no separation. So that's what the emulsifying wax does. So if you use certain emulsifying waxes, some of them, a soaping effect is like a white effect on your skin. Like when you put the lotion on your hand and you're rubbing it in, it's like a huge, like, it takes a while before it absorbs. So you have like a white residue. The one emulsifying wax that did that a lot for me was Olivem 1000. That's why I stopped using it in my creams and lotions, even though it has a very lovely silky feel. I mean, you can walk around it, but it's, you know, so if you're trying, I don't know if anyone has had that problem. Christy, I don't know if you've had that problem, but for me, to help with the soaping effect, I reduced my emulsifying wax and I increased my co-emulsifying. I don't want to confuse anyone in case somebody's interested, but I reduced my emulsifying wax and I increased my co-emulsifier. Yeah. So I used cetyl alcohol. I increased my cetyl alcohol and I reduced Olivem. But it was so much, it was just too much finagling, or it was just too much work to get it to where I wanted it. So I just switched my emulsifying. I don't think emulsifying wax NF has that problem like Olivem. Emulsifying wax NF doesn't. Ritamulse SCG, I haven't noticed that. I haven't noticed that in Montanov, so I don't know. Hi, Jofia DIY. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. But does anyone have any questions? I think so, because I couldn't really answer the soaping effect question. It's a little bit, it's something you have to, and then you can actually add something like maybe dimeticone, which is a silicone. You can add that. I don't like dimeticone. I usually use a natural alternative. I use Natrasil. That helps. I noticed that helps. I don't like, the dimeticone is synthetic, but it helps with reducing that soaping effect. If anyone, because I had that problem and I was looking for an answer everywhere. And I couldn't find, like, everybody kept saying, yeah, Olivem has a soaping effect. Okay, so what's the solution? I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I think it was now, I think it was on Swiftcraft Monkey. She maybe mentioned the different emulsifying wax, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have. So I covered everything. I'll put everything in the description box with everything I talked about. And I'm looking at my screen to make sure I didn't miss anyone. But yeah. If no one has any questions, I'm going to hop off. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the goodies. I have 3 winners. I'll post your names, like I said, in the description box. And I'll post a new thing on community. So those that want the bundles, I just need your mailing address. And the person that won the gift card, I can email you the gift card link for you to access. So thanks again. I appreciate everyone, those that are kind. And even the last live I did where I was all stressed out. You guys left such encouraging messages. And I think I saved like 1 or 2 comments that were so positive. So I do appreciate I think it's more positive people, more positive people on here that support me versus the negative. But I think it's human nature to want to pay attention to the negative people. But yeah, dimeticone helps, but Natrasil is a good option too. It's the natural substitute. I used the Natrasil and I noticed the difference immediately with Olivem. But I just, yeah, I think that's why if you look at a lot of ingredients, a lot of businesses, you see like their ingredient label for creams and lotions, you see dimeticone in some form. Yeah, lotions are already stressful to, without having. But I'm definitely going to make some. I have a detailed emulsifying. I think emulsified body butter video. Lotion is pretty much the same. You're just reducing your emulsifying wax. That's the only difference. Yeah, I think glyceryl stearate. I think it would be. Yeah. I think when I switched to I switched. I think I want to say I haven't used it though. I want to say that, but the reason I don't really like Olivem is, apart from the soaping effect, it makes nice emulsions, but I think whenever I'm stick blending and after that, I just feel like it just requires too much hand holding for Olivem. But I mean, it's fine. Many people like it, but I switched from Olivem to Ritamulse SCG. I like that way much better than Olivem 1000, and it's still a natural emulsifying wax. It's a bit heavier, so it feels more like a butter. I noticed like it feels more like a thick butter on your skin. Yeah, but definitely the dimeticone will definitely help, because if you've already bought the Olivem 1000 and you don't want to buy another thing, it's cheaper to just buy the silicones, like buy the dimeticone, which is cheap, or Natrasil and Ecosil. Ecosil is also a natural, but I haven't used Ecosil in my cream to test that theory. But I know Natrasil worked for me, worked in my formula. So I included in my creams and it really helped. Yeah. I tried it with Olivem. Like I said, Olivem is just, once I finished my last batch, I didn't replace it. I just kept Ritamolse. Yeah. Well, if nobody has any other questions, you guys enjoy your Friday. You can tell I'm kind of sleepy. I was going to take a nap before the live, but I don't know what happened. I got caught up online and before I realized it was like almost 6 something. I'm always curious when I see, I guess Deborah is still at work. I'm always curious if everyone has businesses. I'm looking at my laptop. Yeah. But I'll try and do better with the videos. Just, but it's kind of hard to explain every single ingredient if you're trying to make a video, a quick 8-9 minute video. But yeah. Lulu Ahmed, thank you. Thank you, Lulu Ahmed. Thank you. Ecomios is the same thing as Ritamolse. Yeah, that's why a lot of people like that. What's a powdery feeling? No, I don't know about the powdery feel. They say it has a powdery feel, but I never really experienced the powdery feeling. I feel like it absorbs. And I think it's the percentage because I've played around with Ritamolse SCG quite a lot. So I know sometimes the recommended usage rate is not really what you need because I think on the where I buy from they're like 8%. I was using that 8% and I didn't like the feeling and I dropped it down. I've played around with the percentages. I've checked for stability and you kind of see, okay, this is where maybe the cream failed after a few days because you didn't use enough emulsifying wax. But I do like it though. Deborah said, I don't have a business yet, but that's my dream to own my skincare business. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that will happen. You're working towards that. So I never thought I would be in the skincare business. I've always been in healthcare and healthcare for the last 11 years, or almost 12. And it was just during COVID. And even prior to COVID, for years I've always done DIYs. So my coworkers would always laugh. They're like, oh, you make your wigs, you like making your, you just make all these concoctions. So I was always doing that. I didn't really know there was anything on YouTube. I never really watched YouTube for anything. And it was when I lost my hair, I was like, oh gosh, where can I find information? But somehow I ended up making skincare, making soap. I never thought in a million years I would be making soap, So it happens, yeah. When you're not expecting, but that's really good. It's a new year coming. If I remember, Deborah, in the last live, you said you had everything, but you were scared. Was that you that said you had everything, but you were scared or something? If that's you, you better start in January. No excuses. I hope I'm saying Lou Ahmed. You said what helps me is cetyl acid. Did you mean cetyl alcohol? Because if it's cetyl alcohol, that also helps. You might have to increase the cetyl alcohol. I don't know if that's what you mean. I tried increasing the cetyl alcohol myself. I raised the cetyl alcohol, which is a co-emulsifying wax, and then I dropped my emulsifying wax %, and that really helped too. So I don't know. Let me know if that's what you mean. If it's the co-emulsifying wax. Yeah, that also helps. You can lower the Olivem 1000. I think Olivem, I think 4 to 5% usage rate. I think I dropped mine to maybe, I think it was like, for my cream, I don't have the numbers because I have to look at my book, but I think it was, I dropped the rate of the Olivem and I raised the cetyl to maybe 3 or 4%, something like that. And it was a huge difference in the finished product. But yeah, I'm always happy to help. I'm always happy to, do what I can. But at the same time, I'm only one person. I think someone asked me earlier how I do. I do everything myself. Today I didn't even post really on social media. I think I posted, but I didn't really put my energy into it. So I didn't even get any engagement. Yeah, I noticed that stearic acid doesn't feel as nice as cetyl alcohol. I use stearic acid for like personal stuff I formulate, but for selling I use cetyl alcohol. But cetyl alcohol is not considered natural. So if you're someone selling products and you're trying to say, "Oh, my products are natural," you have to use stearic acid. But stearic acid has a drag, whereas cetyl alcohol just glides beautifully. Yeah, Deborah. Yeah, you said me procrastinating. Yeah, I love the art of making skincare. Yeah, it's never going to be a good time. Yeah, well, it's good to know. But anyways, guys, like I said, happy to help. If no one has any more questions, I'm going to hop off. I said I'm good with theory rather than practical. She said you read a lot. That's better. I'd rather you read and study than just making products that are not safe for people. Yeah. You're doing the right thing. You're studying, you're researching. Yeah. Yeah. That's the best approach. Yeah. Drag. I don't like that drag though. Yeah. You're welcome, Deborah. I don't mind using stearic acid in scrubs, but it's not bad. It's just if you use both, you tell the difference. Yeah, you tell the difference. Yeah. I guess no one has any other questions. But I'm going to hop off. I can tell like my energy is so low today. I was trying to tell another story, but man, I'm tired, y'all. I don't know how was you guys Black Friday? Like, I don't know about you guys, but it's like I was exhausted after Black Friday. Like I think my husband came for Thanksgiving, and I said, man, I feel like I was just trying to post all day long on social media, because if you don't post, nobody finds your products unless you have your regular customers that buy. But I wore out. Like in this week, I'm just worn out. I delayed sending all my packages out. I finally sent all my packages out. I finished the last one yesterday, and I'm like tired. Thank God it's the weekend, honestly. Yeah, Tara Lee is so good. If you're not, I hope you're on. Her Patreon is really good too. Yeah, I like Tara Lee. She's very nice. She's very nice. That's my goal. I try to share. I want to get to that point where I'm just like, you share as much as you can, But obviously, I'm never going to share my formulas that I sell, but formulas that I make, on YouTube. Of course, they're like use them and tweak them, and I try to put quality formulas. I'm not just putting crap on YouTube. Stuff I use, all the stuff I put on YouTube, all the products I put on there. I filmed some videos this week. I just haven't edited them. But everything I make on YouTube, I use. So it's not like I'm just making videos. Yeah. Yeah. Stearic acid is not bad. I would say if I'm making like maybe a shampoo, like even like a leave-in condition, like anything that's not going to sit on your skin, I would say for me, I don't necessarily like the feel of it on my lotions and creams, but it's not bad. I've used it, but it's just because I've used cetyl alcohol. That's why. If I had never used cetyl alcohol, I probably would not have known that. I probably would not know the difference. Maybe. Yeah, stearic acid is not bad it's a natural wax. So if you're someone that's trying to sell natural products, you would have to use stearic, because cetyl alcohol is not approved by the natural community, but stearic acid is. I think we get hung up about, I want to sell only natural products. No, it's not about only natural products. You want to sell a stable product that's also safe as well. People say, I only want to use natural preservatives. Okay, good luck. Some products need something stronger than natural preservatives. I learned that the hard way. So you want to research. So definitely, Deborah, keep but make sure you take advantage of those resources, and Tara Lee has a whole formulating series, beginner formulating series. She has so much content. I don't know how she comes up. She has so much content. So definitely take advantage of those for those that want to formulate properly. I hope I didn't lose the papers. I'm trying to make sure I don't know. So I'll email you guys. Whoever the people that won. I need the address. I hope to send everything out. I'll send it out next week, obviously, because today is Friday. I have to put together the bundles, the body care bundle, and then the soap bundle. And the gift card obviously is there. I just have to send it. Natural preservatives. Yeah. I use a blend. You just have to find out for yourself what works for your product. Some products need stronger preservatives. If you have a lot of herbal ingredients and extracts and things, yeah, you need something stronger than just There's a reason why preservatives like sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, Optifen, all those ones are they have decades of research and history. Hi, Adama. Adama, girl, whoever that is, I'm tired. She's like, hi. I'm like, I'm like falling asleep as I'm talking. Until my eyes are closing. Hi. We've talked quite a lot. I've been on here for about an hour, and I will put all the materials I said I talked about, and of course, natural preservatives is a long topic, girl. It is. When I started, I was like, oh, Luicidal Complete, that's the only preservative. Yeah, I still like Luicidal though, but you have to play around with it though. Yeah, I thought you would win. What I was trying to do, I was just going to look at the names on the community, but everybody was just like, oh, hi. It was so hard to pick because everybody had left such sweet comments. So that's why I put everybody's name. I put the names in the bowl. I did the giveaway like this. If you missed it, I put everybody's names and then I pulled. So that's how I picked the winners. Yeah, because it was so hard. Everybody left such sweet comments. I was like, how do I pick? How do I pick someone? So this was the only way to do it. Yeah. I know, Deborah. Well, maybe I'll have another giveaway. When I get to 100,000 subscribers, I have a big giveaway. Yay. Maybe I'll be giving out cars. You get a car. I'm giving out cars for my 100K. My husband will be like, yeah, you're crazy. Cars? He gets a car. Well, yeah. Anyways, guys, you guys are amazing. I know. Not about you, but it's safe. Yeah, safety. Yeah, yeah. If you only knew, like I said, I sound like a broken record on preservatives. I'm not even going. Before I was going to do another video, I was like, nah. I've done 2 videos. Hi, find out the hard way at this point, because as much resources as I've shared on preservatives, I shouldn't be getting any question on which preservative should I use for my hairspray. No. I've shared too many resources for preservatives. How can you miss all these goodies? I'm sorry. Hi, Amina. Which Amina is that? Is this the Amina I work with? Or just a coincidence? I doubt it. Amina is not on YouTube. I have a coworker named Amina. I'll be shocked if that's Amina. Nah, Amina is not on YouTube. Yeah. You just have to. Yeah. I try. Yeah. I doubt if anyone else sends me a question like, oh, and I think we talked about it earlier. Hey, is that you for real? My Morocco sister? If that's you, I'll be shocked. I'll text you. Is that really you? Are you messing with me? I'm looking at the chat. I mean, are you for real? I'm using my phone. Are you for real, Amina? I don't believe it's you. I think you're messing with me. Because I always hide that I'm on YouTube. I don't like anyone knowing I'm on YouTube. Even I just posted in my bio or my Instagram bio. Yeah. If it's really you, then I'll text you, but I don't think it's you though. Yeah. Don't worry, Adama. We always have giveaways of some sort. Yeah. Yeah, I try to. A lot on skincare. Well, yeah, because the skin is like, I think because I also have like, I have my own skin, I had my own skin issues, and I know what kind of works for me, and my skin doesn't need a lot of stuff, but everybody's skin type is different. So what might work for me might not work for you. So when you're creating products, you have to think outside of yourself. Like I think Christy said, it's not just about you. So it's really about but it's so funny, like even for me, trying to figure out, you're always trying to evaluate what sells if you have a business. And for whatever reason, people seem to like the sensitive skincare stuff that has no fragrance, that has zero fragrance, nada, nothing. It's just shea butter, oils, and the herbal. So it's like, okay, and the soap. So it's so funny with people, so you have to tailor your business to appeal to a group, to also cater to a group of people, because everything is about, scents, and a lot of things. I don't know if it's as I've gotten older, a lot of things really irritate my skin now. A lot of fragrance mists I used to use from Bath and Body Works, a lot of them, like when I would spray them, I don't know if it's just as I've gotten older. There's some perfumes I can't use because it's too strong. It literally feels like it's burning my skin. So it's certain ones I'll use, and the really strong ones I can't use. So you just have to consider all that when you're making skincare. Anyways, I'm Mab. I'm going to see if that's really you. Let me see your profile. Is that really you, Amina? Oh, you're messing with me? Let me see. Let me see. I'm on my laptop. I'm going to see. I don't know if that's you. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next live. My goal is to do, I think I said that last time. Hopefully we will go in live at least twice a month, because I only post on YouTube once a week. I was posting twice a week. I posted twice a week for over 2 years, and I just stopped posting twice a week last month. It was just, I was tired. tired. It's exhausting trying to film it wasn't even just that. I batch film normally. I film multiple videos at once. I don't just film one video. So sometimes I'll film like 3 videos, maybe back to back. Then I have to edit it. But I think it was just a lot. I don't want to compromise on quality. Maybe later on, I don't know. But right now, once a week is a nice spot for me. And then I post shorts. I post YouTube shorts, and I also, it's a good spot for me. Chrissy, you have your business, right? I think I saw your last, what video did you do that I liked? Oh gosh, I can't remember the type. So Christy has her channel, and put here. I can't remember the video that you did, but I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I want to say, and I know I commented. And I think you talked about your product line, and I was like, man, this looks real fancy. I was like, dang. Yeah, you have like a lot of like really lovely skincare. Yeah, Christy formulates some really, really good skincare. I put her channel on there. Christy's Home Lab. She does like high tech formulating. She's not like me. Like I told you how I do my thing now. I probably get to the point where it's just going to be text. You won't even hear my voice. I'll just put the text on there. It's so hard to do a voiceover. That's the hardest thing. Filming is the easy part, but the voiceover is like, you want to sound like you're not sad in the video, like, hello. You want to sound upbeat. But anyways, everybody keep hustling, keep working hard. We're all trying to get to the same goal. You bought a physical scrub, and this company added a peppermint essential oil. What do you mean physical scrub? Like a sugar scrub? Do you mean like a sugar scrub? I'm trying to understand your question. Emulsified cocoa body butter. So did you mean you bought an emulsified cocoa body butter, and then they had peppermint oil? I'm not sure. I don't know if I understand your question. Yeah, but everyone, yeah, I'm like super sleepy. I don't know if that's what you meant. Look, essential oils. I use essential oils. I don't use peppermint though, but I have a blend of essential oils I use for my body butters and scrubs. But if you're making anything with essential oils, you want to know. Oh, sugar scrub. The peppermint essential oil should be fine for the sugar scrub. You just have to make sure that it's within the dermal limit. If you use too much, it's gonna irritate the skin. Most essential oils have the ooh, a facial scrub. No. With peppermint? Okay, no. Not for a facial scrub. No, not for a facial scrub. A body scrub, yeah, not for the facial. For the face, you probably don't want to use it. You really don't want to use. Some people use essential oils or fragrance. I know for me, products are bought from other companies that have fragrance or whatever on the facial products really irritate my skin. Yeah, not for a facial scrub. The facial scrub really you shouldn't even put anything. Yeah, I don't really like, yeah, I'm the same way. I don't really like the sugar scrubs on my face. I used to use them. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 videos with the sugar scrub for the face. I used it with brown sugar. Brown sugar is not as harsh as white sugar or cane sugar. Cane sugar is the one that's really, really rough. I used to use cane sugar for my scrubs, and I stopped, I want to say like a couple months ago, I switched to white sugar. It's a huge difference. So for your face, there are some sugar scrubs you can use on your face, but you just have to really work on the ratios. Yeah. But I prefer, I rather use exfoliating mask. I'm working on exfoliating mask. I rather use that than the scrub. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that was the cocoa body butter. I was trying to remember the video I liked. Yeah, and then I think you talked about your skincare line. So I went online and I looked, and I was like, "Man, this looks like all high end." It looked really good. It looked really good. I thought Deborah left ages ago. She said you were at work. Yeah, because she stopped commenting. Adama said you just subscribed and checked out your channel. You really have great content. Thank you. Yeah, I think anything with the face, just be careful with. You don't need anything that's really going to scrub your face. The truth is, the tissue on your face is more sensitive than the body. So there's always this debate with like African black soap. I'm a huge advocate for African black soap. Love African black soap, but I don't know. You just cannot use African black soap on your face every day. I've tried. Trust me, I did that for 3 months or longer, and when I noticed the change in my face versus my body, I was like, that's why it's too harsh. Certain things are too harsh. Black soaps, and people say it doesn't. You know, but everybody's skin type is different. You have to factor that in. Oh, hi, Mitch. I think you said you're gonna. Yeah, I remember you said you're gonna try and join in. Yay, you made it at the end when I'm like I'm like nodding off. I've been on here for over an hour and I'm tired. Yeah, Chrissy's laughing. Yeah, people think I'm a machine. I've been busy all week. I'm going to try and rest, hopefully. I always say I'm going to try and rest, but I got this really, I don't know if anybody makes body butters and things. I got this really helpful tip from this business on Instagram. I joined her live. I want to say it was maybe like 4 months ago. Adana Sedley, thank you. You're welcome. Oh gosh, I talked about all that in the beginning. Yeah, I talked about all that at the beginning. I'll put all the resources in the description box. So I don't sound like a broke. Yeah, I'll put everything in. I'll put all the resources, but give me some time. When I get off this live, I'm going to eat, and then I'll post all the links in the description box. So the links will have the classes or the formulating schools. I have beginner classes. You're welcome to check that out. I never plug my course. Whoever wants to take it takes it. But I'll put the places where I've taken courses at or bought books from, and then you can check it out and see if you want to take it there. But I'll put all the resources for everybody there. But thank you for 20K. I posted the people that had won in the beginning. If you check the beginning of the chat, it's there. But I'll put everything in the description box in the link. So that way I can get your email, so I can I can get your mailing address to ship out the package, your boxes, and then the gift card, I can either mail it or email. Probably just email is the easiest. But yeah, everybody, you guys are awesome. You guys rock. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for when I was so upset in my last life. Thank you for, everything you guys posted on there. You guys left some really encouraging messages, and I'm so grateful. Yeah. Black soap, if it's well formulated, that's the key word. You can add, depends on what you put in it. Some black soap I'm going to formulate. I want to put like oats and turmeric, like a bunch of like little additives in there, but you have to formulate it well. It's not just, that's the key word. But I'll put all the resources out there, guys. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. I'll edit everything, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay blessed, everyone. Bye.